good evening, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Ito po yung ano, this is my neighbor, my boundary neighbor, Lerma.
Lem.
Ano po yung last name niyo?
Ihina ako dati.
Ano po?
Ihina.
Ihina. And she was kind enough to come over and to do to watch over the survey that we're doing or the relocation that we're doing. So I'm very happy to meet her, and I'm very thankful that she's here. And there's always a lot of friendly Filipinos that you meet when you're doing stuff like this. So Lerma, thank you very much,
Welcome po.
and we'll get back to you soon. Warm up. Unti-unti, father. Unti-unti.
Mamatay. Madadali ha.
Ha? Boys are working hard. I gotta take that chainsaw in. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. It's got the most dullest blade. And I think the file that I got was a little too small. So I'm gonna take it to the shop and have it professionally done. Rex is over there still going at it with a grass cutter. I think he's never gonna let that thing go. He loves it. It's a little frustrating that we can't get that chainsaw to bite. Frustrating. Guy had guaranteed me it would cut well, but then it turns out that he loaned it to his brother and it was returned dull. So I'm gonna get it sharpened up at the shop. I was in such short time, I didn't get a chance to get a sharpener from Harbor Freight. Frustrating that they're doing this manually, you know, taking a lot of time from doing the other stuff, the brush. But that's the way it goes in the Philippines. Sometimes you can't predict everything. You think you got it done, but there's always something else that comes up. By the way, they are leaving behind whatever is an ornamental plant or guava trees. They're leaving that behind. So, you know, they've cleared a whole lot from this area right here, especially around these bamboo. I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do with this bamboo. Can either make some money off it, or it'll just block everything under it. So we'll see. I sent one of the guys to get some snacks so they can break and eat a little something. It's about 9:30 now, so they've been at it for a couple hours, so you know, give them a break. A smoke break and a little bit of something to eat. Back to normal. These guys work very hard. I'm very thankful they're here. These guys are savages, man. They get shit done. These guys don't quit, man. Look at this piles of shit that they clean. This one kid, RJ, he doesn't quit. He is an animal. He probably does the work of 3 guys non-stop. And then this other kid over there, Lawrence, he fell off the motorcycle on a blind curb yesterday trying to get some bread to snack on because I was late. I feel bad about that, but I was stuck at the LTO. He was hobbling around, put a bandage on, didn't complain. He's got a bandaged up knee. He's still hacking away. This kid is unbelievable. No complaints. They just keep working. A rant. That's what's probably going to turn out on this little clip. I love the way the kids back in the US or some other countries, they complain and bitch about every little thing. You know, they got their computers, their games, you know, they're safe in the house. They've got heat, they've got air conditioning. These 2 guys and their grandfather, none of that shit. They just work their ass off for whatever little work they can find, especially in the COVID era right now, a pandemic. They're working their ass off. So just wanted to give them a props up. That's the whistle. It's break time. Got to get a little bit of something in them. Yeah. Kailan gwapo kong pamangkin. All work, no play. June makes the work fun. He's quite a character. Quick with a joke, always smiling. That's the kind of guys I want around me. He's a real barhead, just like me. Here's the reason why when you're doing the first time grass cutting and it's this kind of fern, it looks soft. It looks really nice and soft and tender, but what you're really getting, and it's why you have to use the metal blade, is this. It's a highly fibrous mess of, you know, groups of different shoots that come up off the main branch. It's so fibrous that we're using a metal, almost like a almost like a chop saw blade put at the end of the grass cutter. And they are about, some of them are pretty big. They're about the size of your fist, you know. So that grass cutter has been absolutely beautiful, and I want to thank Will for suggesting that, you know, that that grass cutter. That's making this clearing go so much faster. You know, Rex is probably clearing now, when he gets done today, more than likely a half a hectare, just using that one grass cutter. I wish I'd gotten another one. And the other guys are clearing the large brush. They're still going at it. The surveyors are here. They're just locating the satellite points for the markers. And a funny thing about this place, let me flip the camera. The funny thing about this place is that we're just beginning the survey, and we've already found that some of the property was eaten up by the provincial road. So whoever laid down the road ate about 200 square meters of the property. Thank you, local government. It is what it is, you know. It's you know, what are you gonna do? Frustrating, but what are you gonna do? They're supposed to be professionals. They're supposed to be, you know, part of the transportation department, but they laid right on top of the property. So you got to cross the road to get a little piece of my property that they chop, you know, putting the road through it. And then back here towards the back, we've also noticed that because it's a cliff, like I showed you on the other videos, and there's a river that runs behind it, in the rainy season it gets very big and swollen, and it's been eating away a good portion of the rear border of the property. So my plan, hopefully once we get this cleared and we get the stuff going, is to plant bamboo down there. You know, bamboo will grow like wildfire back there, and hopefully hold, you know, that erosion every time the river swells up. Each rainy season, the river swells up. Just a little further down the property, it swallowed up the other property. What it did, it veered off into a V, and basically made a little island, and took the other side of the property and ate part of their, you know, land with it. So hey, we're finding out a few little things, and and these guys, they don't do the spotting and the measuring and the running of the lines anymore. It's all global positioning satellite. So they're looking for the markers using the GPS. Once they find it, they're going to start laying the new markers. And what I'll do is I'll be right behind them with one of the guys, and each marker that they put, we are going to put our own marker that we can see, come back later, put a cement post on it, and that'll keep that, you know, marker from walking. So we're getting there slowly. By the way, if anybody is interested, the marker, the survey, the relocation, it's not a full survey. It's they're getting the copy of the survey and then finding all the markers. That cost me $25,000, which is about, I think with the exchange rate, about $450. So ain't cheap, but it's got to be done. You know, it's got to be done. Which reminds me, it ain't cheap, but it's got to be done. Just like a divorce. It ain't cheap, but you gotta walk away. Take your losses live a better life, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be here doing this shit. And you got to find somebody who supports you 100%. I know this is kind of like a rant or whatever, but if you don't have that support, you don't have anything, you know. Nobody believes in you. What do you have? You know, you got to believe in yourself. You got to find people that believes in you. You got to find kind people. You got to be kind to them in turn, you know. And hopefully they treat you with the same respect. Now, my time here in the Philippines, that hasn't always been, you know, the thing. You know, I've met some crocodiles in here that have eaten half my leg, you know, took all my money, but I don't know, something keeps bringing me back here, and I hope this time around I'm with the right people, and this time around, you know, the dream to have a place out here so that we can take my family and we can relax, friends can come and visit, we've got animals, you know, there's that pressure off, you know, from just working and working and working and trying to earn that almighty dollar. Hopefully we find a little place here that, you know, give us some peace, give us some comfort, you know. Hopefully the farm can produce enough, and also we'll grow enough vegetables here to help the school that my sister is helping to feed the kids that don't have, you know, the money to eat. We've also got another piece of property that is farmland, rice, and a large part, I don't even want to say a portion, the major portion of that will go to that school. It'll feed the kids that don't have anything to eat in the morning when they come in. It'll feed the kids before they go home, and then hopefully my little place, Marinella's farm, will help feed. We'll add to that. You know, we're hoping to plant some crop here to help with that. Right, we're gonna do anything to get this right. We're gonna get this right, even if we fall off this cliff. These guys are working hard. Hindi naman alam. Malapit na yata. Nandyan. There it is. There it is. They found it. They found it. There we go. Nasa ilalim ng puno?
Ito na makakapit ng barbed wire. Kahoy.
Oo, tama.
May kubra dyan.
Yeah, that's the back corner marker of the property. If you fall, you go into the river. Big surprise of the survey. Nice surprise.